my mushroom papers came in yesterday, and they came in a 12-inch paper in a 9-inch bag. So, and then they loaded all the heavy stuff in the little gap that it made. So it's got all kinds of crinkles and things going on. I've got my craft iron right here next to me. It's heating up on dry as I can possibly get it. What I'm going to do, I got a little bit of cardboard down here to place the papers on. And because the conditions are right for me to actually create a lot of static, I have a dryer sheet handy. So what I'm going to try to do is to iron out. Now, I'm doing this on the back because this is a craft iron and there's no telling what may very well be on the iron. And you can see it's getting some wrinkles out, but it's also has some few ripples in it. But it's a lot better than what it was a few minutes ago. The fact that I even have to do this just drives me nuts, but here we are. And if you have a, well, I would say an ironing board, you're going to want something sturdy on the ironing board itself, because pressing down on the paper you're going to end up wrinkling it just as much as it was before you ironed it. Hopefully we can get all the little problems out of this. And the best thing to do is, once you get it warm, try to let it cool while it is good and flat. Other than that, you might have to iron it a couple times to get it back to its original shape there. Let's see. I think that's probably as good as we're going to get this. And I figured it started out like this, so we're making progress. Let's try. See if we can maybe not get the lumps out from the. See how it is doing? It's creating other wrinkles as it heats up. I guess it's going to be one sheet at a time here, y'all. Alright, so I'm going to get that done. Here's the ones that I had originally. And you can see they're in much better shape. But then they weren't shipped in a tiny container either. Okay, so these things have been ironed. And let's just say they're not going to be... They're not the same... I don't know. Consistency as the ones that I didn't have to iron. I'm going to keep these as the base pictures in this book. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to figure out what my layout for this book is going to be. How do I want these pages set up? I'm still toying with the notion of doing two 6x6, 2 6x12 sides, running them up and down, and having to where when you open the book, this is one page, this is the page opposite, is one possibility. The other possibility is to keep them full, in which case I do need to come up with what two pages look best together. I'm going to pick them out as if I intend to keep them whole, as opposed to the 6x6, 6x12. I don't know why I keep saying 6x6, y'all. That would make a nice 2-page spread. Wouldn't be too bad there. Two. And then I have more, you know, I don't have to just stick the ones that have in this large pack here. Oh, look, I'm missing somebody up here. All right, so these two together. These two together. These two, maybe, or this one here. Yeah, these two. That could be a couple. We could do a couple triples in here anyway, or you know, couple three page. Boy, y'all, I tell you what, me talking, it's not the best thing today for some reason. Okay, I'm liking this quite a bit. That would make a good forest scene. Put these two together. I definitely like these two together. Well, this is the one that could be a 3-page spread too. I kind of like these two. It's rather gentle scenery. That leaves the oddballs. Okay. I do like these two together. And there's my stack of those. And see, that's another one that could be a 3-page spread. It could be 1, 2, and 3 here. I think what I'll do is I'm going to use these for practice, basically, because this is going to take a little bit of doing to get this to do how I'd like it. 3 identical papers. All right. And what I want to do is I'm going to use these two to build this page. Now, I'm not quite sure yet if I want to do full 12-inch by 12-inch pages in this, or if I want to chop them in half and do 12 by 6s. Okay, so where that when I'm going through this book, I open this is one side, this is the other, and then go on from there. Or if I actually want to do the big old clunky 12-inch page, do know I'm going to use the best one. Now, I had trouble with the order coming in all bent up, and that would be these 2 pages here. I'll set that good one aside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by cutting out everything I want to be 3D. Right now, I know I want all of this. So I'm going to trim away every bit that is not this, okay? On this second one, I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to trim it out even more. So I'm going to do anything that I want the closest to me, like the tops of these mushrooms, these house pieces in the front, maybe the entrance and the things down here. Really want those to be the closest to me. The leaves, all this mess can actually stay on just the original page. And then I'm going to come and cut out my little stones, the little houses, this. Maybe, I don't know about the twigs. They could probably stay on the base piece. And then as we build this up and out, some of these other pieces that are in here, you could build a wall around the outside edge of this if you want to close in. But that is a lot of labor-intensive work. I've always been happy with just bringing these pieces forward and leaving them open because I like to see the effect myself. Now, my mom and grandmother used to do this, but they didn't do it the way I'm fixing to do it. They used to actually use matchsticks, and they would trim out their matchsticks for the height that they wanted each layer, and each one would be glued into place, and that's a lot of tedious work too. Today we have styrofoam dots, so I'm going to be using quite a bit of these. Hexagons, small hexagons, which are going to come in really handy on a lot of these little tiny things. I have these. I have the squares, all different sizes, a couple packs. Definitely going to be using those. I have some Velcro dots, but I don't think this paper is going to really be able to take the opening and closing of doing very interactive things to where you could pull off, I don't know, the bottom of this and behind it be another scene, you know, in the cave or anything like that, because it's just not the best thickness, I guess you could say. It's thick enough to keep a bend in, and I can tell you that. But I'm going to get these cut out. It will be going on the base, like I said. As far as the base, though, I still haven't decided if I'm going to keep them 12 by 12s or go down. I will be needing some cardstock. The pastels. And this. All these are available at Walmart, and they all happen to match. So we are at least in luck that way. I'll have to do that because I do not have enough black or white to do the entire book. I also have some of these that will be featuring little spots of this, that, and the other as we go, like some tags or something, you know, to zhuzh it up. So I'm going to get busy cutting. I got a day's worth, especially on 12 different pages to do. Okay, guys, I will see y'all in a little bit.